Traders, on today's video, as you guys have already saw the thumbnail, my heart is also broken. I'm in pain as you guys are in pain. But as traders, we benefit from both negative or positive geopolitics or fundamentals. And on today's video, I am gonna update you guys based on how the three trading pairs that we always work on have been moving, and what we might look to expect moving forward from today up and until Friday. As you guys know it, if you don't know, now you know that Jerome Powell, we made so much money through that guy. We still made so much money through that guy. But I think his term has came to an end. So today will be the last Fed meeting that he will be speaking to. So there's a lot that we might need to expect. But for now, as traders, as I have came to this video, I just want to share to you guys the technical side into what we might look to expect on the three trading pairs that we always work on, which is NASDAQ, gold, and USDCAD. But before we get ahead on the video, like on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, click that link to sign up with the broker that I trade with, highly recommend. And for the most part of it, our 3-day in-person mentorship course is open for bookings or inquiry. There's a link down below that you can simply click and get quick access into our website and our terminal, where you can just give us an income, send your name, your location, and what you need based on forex trading, what you might need based on forex that we have to do for you and help you change it or achieve it, right? But for the most part of it, let me share to you guys what we might need to expect, and let me most of all break down to you guys what our technical side is looking like as we're looking to expect what the fundamental side might look like later on at 8 p.m. So the first pair that we're going to work on is NASDAQ, and as you guys clearly understand that our structure as NASDAQ is bullish, right? Looking at price creating higher highs and higher lows, creating higher highs and higher lows. And as you clearly look at our current price is in a higher low formation, which we might look for a possibility of a higher high if we break our current higher high. So you guys understand that our structure is bullish and our behavior is bullish, but breaking down to you guys today, it will be very simple, right? It will be very simple. Understanding that price has already printed out this higher high and already gave us a higher low. And relatively speaking, this higher low was formed because price violated our resistance, which is our previous high, right? Price gave us a violation of what? A break, giving us this higher high, and a pullback, giving us this possible retest with an anticipation of possible continuations to the upside only if price violates our higher high, right? So the true nature on NASDAQ is very simple. Prices already gave us a higher high. Prices already printed out a higher low. All we now might look to expect is to look for those continuations to the upside, because from every higher high that price prints out, there's a higher low that we need. And from every higher low, we need a new higher high only if we break above our current higher high. And as you guys clearly understand, this is how the markets move, right? In higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs and higher lows. So NASDAQ will be very simple. All we're looking for is for price to give us a violation of our higher high, all-time high, in order to look for those possible new highs. But if price gives us a violation, but if price continues pushing to the downside, I guess we need a trade below our zone, which is a resistance / previous higher high, in anticipation of those reversals to the downside. And that's what we're going to be focusing on, right? Second pair, which is gold. So you guys can clearly tell that dollar has more strength compared to gold, because as you guys clearly understand that there's gold versus dollar, right? And from every bullish push to the upside, you guys clearly understand that gold has strength and dollar has weakness. And from every downtrend that you guys experience, you guys know that the dollar has strength and gold has weakness, right? So looking at our current price, you guys can clearly tell that our structure is bearish based on price giving us obviously this break of every low that it prints out, giving us breaks of every low that it prints out, right? So understanding the nature of gold, you now can tell that our structure is bearish. In some terms, the dollar has more strength compared to the gold spot, right? So all we now need to focus on gold is very simple, because this is our current low. Because this is the current low that price is printed out, right? And obviously from every lower low that price gives you, there needs to be a lower high. So price has printed out a lower low, so we expect a lower high formation before we can look forward for a break below that lower low in anticipation of those new lows. But if it happens that price pushes to the upside from where price is currently trading, then I guess the only thing that we're looking for is for price to give us a break above this lower high in anticipation of the intraday reversal to the upside. But again, I'm gonna leave you guys with this: the gold is weak, the dollar has strength, as you guys can clearly see how the current structure is looking. Do you guys get that? Without further ado, last but not least, we're having USDCAD. And USDCAD, I guess you guys can clearly see how prices, how our structure is, right? Same as gold. Structure is bearish, right? Based on the base structure that we're looking at, you guys clearly understand that from every lower low that price prints out, we need a lower high. Every lower low, we need a lower high. Every lower low, we need a lower high. Every lower low, we need a lower high. But ask yourself, why am I bullish on this pair? As I've clearly broke down to you guys, gold. Dollar has strength compared to gold. In some terms, the dollar has strength. That's the reason why gold is bearish. But that's the reason why our correlating pairs like the Euro USDs are also bearish, right? It's because the dollar has strength in for this week. But understand that there's some fundamentals that we're looking for, which is the third meeting today later on at 8 p.m, which will indicate to us, are we having a hawkish or a dovish Fed cut, right? But not to be too much on that, USDCAD, obviously, all I can now say to you guys is let's simply wait for confirmation, because the COT Academy understands how we took this trade and why we took this trade. But you guys on YouTube, not everyone understands, because some are beginners, some are new, and some are veterans into the channel. But understand a fact: gold, USDCAD is pushing bearish, right? With a lower low, price pushed and gave us a lower high, and then continued pushing, giving us a lower low. So from this lower low, we printed it out, and it happened that price pushed to the upside and traded above our previous lower low after price formed a lower low. So there's a conversation that we can have: is this a lower high, or was this break above a sign of a possible reversal, which in some terms the dollar might be having strength? Because this was our lower low and this was our lower low, and price broke above our previous lower low, right? So USDCAD, we're just going to leave it for this for now. Is price giving us a lower high, or is price giving us a sign of a push to the upside based on the dollar gathering strength? We just don't know. But without further ado, I hope I educated you guys, and I hope I added value in your trading. As you guys understand, the COT Academy has opened up its 3-day mentorship courses. We're here to assist you, to grow with you, and to most of all make sure that you forever have a positive trading portfolio in your trading life and in your trading journey. But this is your boy Harlem, and I might catch you guys on the next educational video.